Through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Saturday, they'll go up against Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And that game against Sacramento, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. And for the Pacers, in the front court, the forwards Mathurin and Siakam. Halliburton is out there with Aaron Nesmith. And it's Jackson in at the 5. So, Legs, here we are at the very beginning of an NBA season. Were you a quick starter, or did you have to build up as the season went on?
Well, Kevin, I didn't have a choice. I always tried to come into training camp in the best shape of anybody in there. I wasn't going to run around too many guys, so I had to run away from them. I learned that early in my career. But, you know, sometimes you don't necessarily shoot the ball well out of the gate. That really was season by season.
Now, here's Siakam. Following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. Pass to Mathurin. That 3 off the mark. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Our first topic of conversation, of course, facing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He told me SGA is so hard to game plan for. He has incredible length for a point. He's too big for a guard, too quick for a wing. We have our work cut out for us. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you. Dort passes to Hartenstein. Holmgren outside. Right side, Dort. Back to Holmgren. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2.
Well, Hartenstein is a phenomenal offensive rebounder. He is a big guy who knows how to use a 7-foot frame to track down rebounds.
Now, here's Siakam. On the wing, Mathurin. 6 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. Thunder with the rebound. Coming into this having notched to win against the Rockets in their last game.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
Well, I just thought they had the tempo exactly where they wanted it. To me, that was the difference in the game.
Siakam, the shot, no good. Good D by Holmgren.
That's 20% now from the field. What a cold start.
And with the depth of this Oklahoma City Thunder team, Tim, who's an impact player on this roster that might fly a little bit under the radar?
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's Aaron Wiggins. I look at a guy that in any other situation, you know, might be able to average 15 to 18 points a game, but in Oklahoma City, he has sacrificed shots and minutes to be part of a winning team, and he competes every night.
He does indeed. And here's SGA after Tyrese Halliburton was able to get the triple.
Yeah, Williams that time perfectly in rhythm, just catch and release.
Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. With the step back. On the wing, Mathurin. And that one drops.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whoever he's facing.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Up with the new group on the floor. And while we've got this moment here now, let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. Number 1, the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
Now here's Williams. Wiggins kicks to Mitchell. Back to Wiggins. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Nembhard. Yes, that goes in.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Oklahoma City. Pass to Williams. Bradley with some nice D.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's McConnell. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Wiggins. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Nembhard. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. On the wing, Wiggins. The 9-foot shot. That one doesn't drop. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Oklahoma City out in front, up 3. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Taking a look at the Thunder, they've got Jalen Williams. Isaiah Joe is out there with Mitchell. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Zorber in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Jalen Williams is all-purpose. Thunder coach Mark Daigneault said, "You really can't find a weakness in his game. His greatness is the cumulative effect of all the things that he does. Basketball is a complex game. You can't be good at just one thing and be a great player, but he is good at everything." Guys?
All-purpose. Thank you, Allie. Now, here's Siakam. Inside. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Toppin.
Nice timing on the pass from Siakam, hitting the roller in stride.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And Indiana making a change here. Halliburton's checked in. Kenrich Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Isaiah Joe. SGA, good.
That's a high percentage look for SGA.
Now, here's Halliburton. From 13, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Well, if he's going to be covered like that, he has to continue to take that shot.
The Thunder leading by 4. Here's SGA. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket tonight.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here is Halliburton. He has 5. Back to McConnell. Fires from deep. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside. A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
The Pacers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And it just seems like the Pacers have really shaken up the league, Greg, with their fast-paced, aggressive style.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam, 2 star players who thrive in this up-tempo style. And if you look at the roster around them, the pieces fit.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Toppin pulls it in. Pacers trail by 6. Siakam up top. He's guarded by Williams. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Williams dishes to Williams. Over in the corner, Caruso. Outside Williams. And the 3 off target. And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. In close, it's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, he's starting to get into a rhythm now after a rough first quarter.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And some changes here for the Pacers. Jackson, he's checked in for Siakam. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And Aaron Nesmith subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chad Holmgren comes in for Jalen Williams. Dort, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Mitchell.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Battling inside, it's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Halliburton outside. Outside Mathurin. Tapping a screen on Dort. It's a 2 for Mathurin. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thunder lead by 3. We'll see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the Fan half-court shot drum line. The defender about the shot. Nice try. It's all good. Let's hear it for our contestant.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And taking a look at the Pacers, starting the season with a little home cooking. Put you in a good mood and get you ready to hit the road after that.
Those home fixins'. And shifting gears, back to the half we just watched. SGA, outstanding.
You like how he's attacking on the interior, going after those high-quality looks. I mean, they tried to hassle him defensively, but to no avail.
Yeah, many of his points came in heavy traffic, something he better get used to. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Jalen Williams, getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. Siakam and Jackson make up the inside pair. Nesmith on the wing. He's paired with Mathurin. And it's Halliburton into the point. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Shea is just relentless, continuing to attack the defense over and over.
There's Siakam. The Thunder making the shot. It's up a 3. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Halliburton.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Growing up in Arizona, Jalen Williams, Tim, was not an elite prospect.
Well, most stars in this league were blue-chip recruits coming out of high school. But, Kevin, not Williams. He spent 3 years in college developing his game, and he has worked his way into an all-star.
Tim, how in the world did Jalen Williams fall into the Thunder's lap with the 12th pick back in that 2022 draft?
Well, Kevin, he played at a mid-major, so he was a bit of a late bloomer. A lot of people saw him as high floor, low ceiling type, and he was an awful fast riser as the draft got here, but still a steal in that late lottery.
And what a smart pick by that organization, huh? My goodness.
They seem to always get it right.
They do. Williams banked in off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Oklahoma City lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
It's a 2 for Mathurin. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Mathurin's got his second bucket.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Good on the bucket. SGA's got the lead up to 9 now for Oklahoma City.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Holmgren against Siakam, and he converts the layup. Siakam's got 8 points.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. Number 1, the Thunder.
You know, I don't know if the numbers even told the story. I mean, their defense was as good as it gets, often just leaving their opponents completely demoralized. They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, Kev. Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Guys, back to you.
Yep, a wonderful organization. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
Now, here's Halliburton. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, here's Nesmith. He's tightly guarded. Mathurin passes to Nesmith. Halliburton for 3. Gets a hand on it. Siakam on the foul. He's got 10.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
Here's SGA. Williams finds Hartenstein. Kicks it out to Holmgren. From outside, off the mark. Pacers trail by 10. Halliburton with it. Williams picks him up. And finished off by Siakam.
And right now, Siakam is cooking. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep feeding the hot hand.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Now, here's Halliburton. 8 points for him.
What a slam by Halliburton, using that agility to make a statement.
Hartenstein passes to Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the three.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. That's it, and the Oklahoma City leaders cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Siakam.
Oh, great move by Siakam. That is why they call him Spicy P.
SGA, good.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Hey, it's all about who's more physical. And you got to meet them early. Defense possession. These guys are going to wear down, but we got to make them wear down.
Allen pouring his guys to up the aggressiveness on the defensive side.
And Kevin, preaching physicality. When you play for Coach Carlisle, you got to bring in.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So the Thunder 5 right now. Isaiah Joe is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Jalen Williams. Then it's Alex Caruso. And it's Chang in at the 5. Williams gets the bucket.
Yeah, nice drive right there. Williams, a really well-rounded offensive player.
McConnell kicks to Toppin. Pass to Siakam. The kick out to Walker. The 3. Good, and a nice assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 4 assists now tonight.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him in that position.
Well, that is a big bucket. A very important possession.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
And Indiana making a change here. Halliburton's checked in. And then for Oklahoma City, Aaron Wiggins comes in for Chang. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Isaiah Joe. Siakam misses.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
Siakam misses. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Here's Williams. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
And Williams is a really tough guy to slow down in the open floor.
And Toppin throws it down.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And some changes here for the Pacers. Jackson, he's checked in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Walker. And Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Andrew Nembhard. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. Chad Holmgren comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Mitchell. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Mark Dagnall had some words for his team over the last break. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
And Shea didn't need a lot of time to get that shot off. His feet were set, his hands were ready, and he let it fly.
Now Siakam. Shoot from 12. Hartenstein with the rebound. Williams against Mathurin. Outside, SGA. Jacks up a 3. Hartenstein. Rebounded by Halliburton. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. A 12-point game. Holmgren rips down the rebound. The Thunder have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Hartenstein, and he does not hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now Siakam. Now Mathurin. Fires the three. Can't get it.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Hartenstein inside. Jackson on him. Another chance here. And it's off. Pacers trail by 12.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Thunder.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
It's in there.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Defensive foul. Tyrese Halliburton. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And that one misses. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And now we present the player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.